Dave Eshleman. This is my company, Finet of Saratoga. I've been helping people get better mortgages for about 30 years now. Come on inside. I want to tell you an epic tale. Okay, you want to invest in real estate, right? Well, to do that, you got to know how to get a loan. And to get a loan, you got to learn how to think like a banker thinks. So I'm going to teach you a key word here. The word is epic, because each one of these letters represents one of the 4 important pillars of loan qualification. Let's talk about that. E. E stands for equity. And what that means is, how much money are you going to put into this transaction? Typically, a bank will make you a loan to 80% of the value of a piece of property. So you've got to come up with 20% of your own money. That's called skin in the game. Now, although 20% is the standard, it depends on how big the loan is, how expensive the piece of property is. As you start getting up into the higher numbers, a bank's going to want more than 20%. And when you're talking about smaller loans, there are loans available with 10%. You can get a loan with 5% down, 3.5% down. There are even loans you can get with no money of your own, particularly if you're a veteran. More on that later. P. P stands for property. What you have to remember is that the bank is going to be a partner with you. They're going to own this property with you until you pay them off. Now, they don't want to invest in just any kind of property. What they want is a property that they could easily sell if they ever had to take it back from you in a foreclosure if you didn't pay your bills. So what they like are properties that are like every other property. A 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in a residential area that can be compared to many, many others that are identical to it. What they don't want is anything that's unique. If it's like a log cabin in the woods, or if it's a condominium that only has 2 units in the complex, or any number of unusual properties that are not easily saleable. They don't like that. I stands for income. They want to make sure that you make enough money to make the payments. Generally speaking, when they add up all your expenses, they don't want it to be more than about 43% of your gross monthly income. And we'll get into more detail in another lesson about income. C stands for credit. The bank wants to make sure that you have established that you can pay your bills on time. How do they prove that? They're going to run a credit report. And that credit report is going to have a credit score. That score is going to be very important, because if it's too low, they're not going to give you a loan. And again, more detail on that later. So these are the 4 pillars of loan qualification. If you can remember the word epic, then you'll remember that the equity, the property, your income, and your credit are crucial when it comes to getting a loan.